This is just a brief recording for students who are away right now. This is some pictures of the Baroque era style outside of the world of music. So here's some fashion. This is a painting from the Baroque times of Marie Antoinette and her children, and just showing how the ornateness of Baroque style extended to the fashion that they wore as well. This is a Santa Croce church, and so we can again see on the architecture the highly decorated ornamentation from top to bottom. Every area that they could add a little bit of decoration to, they would. Our counterpart in music would be the ornaments, trills, etc. And there's an example of a column. It wasn't sufficient just to have a vertical cylinder for a column. You can see the column itself is shaped like a trunk, and then there's branches and leaves and cherubs winding around it. Typical interior of the Baroque time with, you think of our living rooms probably just have drywall, and quite the opposite here. There is paintings, marble, gilt edgings, gold sculptures right on the wall, detailed pattern on the floor, chandelier. Just anywhere that detail could be added, they did. These are some gates at a palace in Russia with the bright alternating colors, the gold again everywhere, and then just a highly detailed ornamentation between the black parts of the gate. This detail of structure and ornamentation would have existed in gardening as well, and landscape design. So here's an example of that with the detailed knotwork of the low-growing sort of hedging plants, but it's not hedge in a more functional sense, hedging in a very decorative sense with these very detailed patterns. And there is an organ. Again, with all the curves, the gilt ornamentation, the sculptures everywhere, and the walls and ceiling all around it, painted and decorated in a whole variety of ways. Very typical instrument of the time, that's a harpsichord. Black and white keys reversed from what we're used to today. But most importantly for the Baroque style, notice it's not just a solid wood, solid color wood, but instead carved legs, painting even on the interior of the lid, and even on the soundboard where the strings are is painted as well. Example of furniture, there's a side table. Again, is as carved and decorated as it could possibly be. Some male fashion of the time. And that's the end for the Baroque era.